Hey everyone, it's FallenDice, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Adventures with FallenDice. So we left off on our previous episode, good ways into our wheat farm, with a couple projects left to do on it. First one is our collection point, and I want to kind of get started on that right now. So we're about 15 blocks that direction, and if I pull up my map, I can tell exactly what Y level. Currently we're at 56. And we need to get to 61. So we got to go up about 5 blocks here. So what I'm going to end up doing, we'll start clearing away this. I'll probably leave this here with like a door just to have another option for coming out here and getting up. I'll probably maybe end up shrinking the size of this building since I don't need it to be that large anymore. But we'll shrink this down, maybe move it further over this way or something. I'll figure something how I want to do this. But I want the main area to be down here. And, I might not even have to technically go up because actually we'll keep it on the same level. Because we're going to have stuff coming down. All of our items are going to go through there, and we're going to set up a kind of collection area like I was saying, using our cauldrons. That way they'll all collect inside there instead of piling up on the ground, which will make harvesting a little easier on the CPU. And then, as we get later on, we get into Buildcraft and stuff, then we'll make it so it's easy enough to um, work with. What I'll probably end up doing is having like an obsidian pipe catching everything, and then diamond pipe sorting out the seeds and sending them maybe all the way back up to the very top again. So when I go to replant, the seeds are all up top waiting for me on the back row. I can just help myself to them and plant it, and all the wheat will just kind of collect down here into chests and stuff. That's the plan. So anyway, I think this is straight on here, right? Maybe here. It's one of these two. But I'm gonna go ahead. We'll find our way over to it. I'll finish up the trail. I brought along some wood here with me this time. A couple different styles of wood, so I can kind of change up the design as we're going. Um, Oops. Just trying to free up my inventory a little bit here. But yeah, I'm going to do all that, and then I'll come back and show you where we are at that point, and then we'll continue on with how we're going to design this room. So I will see you guys in a few. Alright, so we're in the central part of the collection. I've changed the length on this one so that we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, drops down to here, 7, and I could have gone more, but I want it to actually be able to drop in here. So both of them are going to send all their items down to here. The water coming in will hit this point and push it forward. So we will then be able to direct where all of our items are going to be collecting from at this point. That's how close we are to that little corner I was making. So initially I had planned on doing like half planks to kind of go up and to make the room ahead, but I may have to, instead of doing half planks, just make stairs to get up there quicker because this just doesn't give us much room for a room. You know what? It might even work better. Yeah, that actually might. If I made 2 separate paths and, each one just collected their own. And I'm just kind of thinking this on the go as we do this, just because I'm trying to be able to catch as much as we possibly can. So if we were to let me just kind of clean this up here a little bit. Add you in there. Now, if we were to put you here, now the only issue I would have would be items. Well, no, if items come down and drop, I imagine the water would probably push it over off the edge, maybe. We'll see. We'll test it out. But now, so all the items coming down, maybe we'll put like a half slab on there. But yeah, they'll come down and they'll drop down to here. They'll drop down to there, and we could have 7 rows of cauldrons. Because I have to remember, I have to be able to collect 40 stacks or 48 stacks to begin with, and possibly 96. So I need enough cauldrons to catch everything, including seeds. So each cauldron is going to be be able to hold like one one basic inventory. So with 7, you know, which as far as the water's going to go without, you know, having to drop it, I could get basically, what, 3.5 full chests. So altogether I can get 7 double chests, which might be enough. That may be enough all by itself. So it'll just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 going this way and 7 going this way, and then we'll have access to it from underneath. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, so here's how it's come so far. And actually, I was using these side slabs, and I just realized this is, I bet you, that if we were to do that, it still opens. That's awesome. Alright, so anyway, so yeah, you can see we have a step here coming down like that, and the 2 sides, so it kind of gives us a unique little entrance into here. This is going to be where our cauldrons are going to be going. 2 rows, and then everywhere you see cobble, that's going to be a chest. And then they'll go up to the ceiling. This entire roof is made out of half slabs, so I can basically stack chests all the way up to the ceiling in this room. And this here will probably be an ender chest. Just anywhere I have storage of any type now, I put in an ender chest. It just, to me, it just seems silly not to. It's so convenient and useful. But our next thing is let's go make some cauldrons. I think cauldrons is just simply iron, right? I have no idea how much I need. Not that much, obviously. Let me get rid of some of this inventory clutter I've got going on right now. And let's see. We'll chip a couple of these in here. And I think it's just in the shape of that. Yep. Okay. And I need 16 of those. So, wow. It's like a pair of pants. Okay. Well, I should have enough. Let's see. We'll do this the easy way. We'll break you all down. That gives me 16. That was the easiest way to do it. There we go. Alright. So let's see. I think in order to place them, I'm going to have something down this middle row, which is fine. Probably just stick like the wood down there for now. And just so I have something in which to aim the cauldrons. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 6. Could have sworn I had more than that. Oh, yeah, this is the ones over here. Let's see. But I think I just have blank wall over there, so as long as I can get up on this block here. There we go. Alrighty. Put you there. And this room has to extend out a little bit now. Okay, well that... Now I'm kind of glad that the design sort of went the way it did. I'm going to have to go get me some more wood. And then there we go. And there we go. Alright, so now the water will drop down. It'll flow all the way over here, 8 blocks. Items will fill in from here and there. And if I wanted to, I can basically make it so only certain items fill in. I can go in here and just put one seed in each one of these spots, you know, so I could separate it from wheat and seeds. But like I said, we eventually are going to have the Buildcraft and Industrialcraft, so I won't need to worry about that. Alright, and here is our storage room. Got lots of room to keep continually storing up, and even though I don't really need to have that much, it's, you know, nice to have it. And I'll go ahead and destroy all this now as it's unnecessary, and then change this wall, put the door on this side so it kind of matches better. I did try to put chests under here, but these actually did prevent the chest from opening. Interesting note, when I destroyed the chest, it actually popped up into here and got stored, so that was kind of cool. So this is about ready to go. I think, you know, I wouldn't mind doing something with the floor in the room, since it's a, you know, it's very, you know, one type. It'd be kind of cool to. I got like the oak planks, and then I got some spruce planks I can put in too. So I am actually going to, I think, play around a little bit. I want to see if I can come up with an interesting floor design in here. That would be kind of cool. So I'm going to play with this, and I'll come back if I come up with something kind of cool. Alright, so I tried something just like little L's reversing through the room. Got the ones going up and to the left with the spruce, the ones going down and to the right with the regular oak, and then of course the redwood is the floor. And I like it. I like how it looks, you know, and it kind of goes underneath the chest, so you can tell that it's underneath the chest. So yeah, it kind of shows that it's for the entire room, not just the center. And I like it. I do think it looks kind of cool. And I may rethink something along this nature at a later time because it does kind of look cool. So, alrighty, now it's time to get down to some redstone. Actually, no. Let's clean this up first. So I'm gonna fix this all up, get this hallway cleaned up, and then it's time for redstone. All right, it's time to play with some redstone. It's always my favorite time. I like redstone. I added a little bit here because I wanted to kind of have access up into here. So now I can get up and I can actually play in here if I need to do anything. Again, there's where our water comes down. So got good access into all of this. I may put like something in like a half slab here just in case a mob falls in. I don't want them to kind of come through here. And then up here, I got rid of our large building that was here. Now we got a nice small one, and I leveled this out. So now we're all level to the bottom of here. Alrighty. I think we're good to go. Water's down there. I can go back and get that later. So the basic thing on this is two missions here. The first is to set up our water system. So our buckets of water are going to be back here. So we'll get rid of these blocks. Well, you know, let me explain what we're going to do here first. Okay. So we'll get rid of this row of blocks. And then I'll put another row of bricks on the bottom to kind of match things up. But here's going to be our water, so when the switches are flipped, this will be lifted up, and then the water will come from here over. And it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, so no problems making it all the way through. The only issue I may have is the glowstone here. I may have to move it over 1, because I don't need to light anything over here. So what I may end up doing is putting it over to this point here. That way I can run my pistons all the way across here. So we'll do that. Put in our water. And once I get that done, I will be back. Alright, so we have our... I moved my glowstone in so that I can at least ensure that the inside here has got the proper light level. Put in my row of water. And then we're going to be sticking the pistons right here all the way across, so it's going to pick up these blocks here. Then it's just a matter of wiring them. And that's going to be right here. So I'm going to run basically redstone this entire length. And that's to control it, but to feed it is going to come from above. And the only issue I may run into is that obviously when I go to do the second layer, may have to rethink exactly how we do that. Just because I'm going to have water. I intended to have water on this block here. So I may have to go up maybe two higher. So I can put a block above this and then put the water on that block or something. I'll figure it out. For now, we're just trying to get our one working. And actually, I need to move you because you are where our power is coming up. We're going to vertically from the bottom down here all the way up, and that's run all the way towards the bottom. So somewhere in our room there we'll have a button which will send the signal up to here, And then either this block or the block above it will be powered with redstone. So let's see, we'll figure that it's this one here, so this will be number 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, I had a phone call there. So yeah, 14 there, and then that'll be our 15th block. And then from there, we'll be able to continue it on. I'm going to use this line to run it all the way across, and then using repeaters going this way and timing, I want to try and make it so all the pistons go at the same time. So let me run this down and then see how spread apart we get. I want to, like I said, well, the first one will probably come in like up in here a ways, and I'll use like the no delay, or no, 3 delay, and then 2 delay, 1 delay. But yeah. Anyway, let me set that up, and then I'll be right back. And success. Alright, so here's how we got it going. So the power's coming through here and hits this repeater, but since this repeater hits everybody, I don't have to take it into consideration. So this one is taking 3 ticks. So from here it takes 3 ticks. We got it set to number 4 position. So actually technically it has 4 ticks. And then it comes down, powers all the way to the left, and then 14 that way. We come over here, and this one's already got 1 tick, so the one over here, now instead of being at 4, is only in the 3rd position. And it comes down here, goes that, and then goes over there. Then this one comes over here and hits this, and this, and that takes those 2 ticks that were over there, and technically I probably should still put 1 more to completely equal up the timing, now that I think about it. There we go. Because it's set at 2 ticks there plus the one that is the repeater in the first place. So there's the 2 plus the one that is a repeater. Alright, so now when I hit the switch down below, it will activate all of the pistons all at once. Now we just got to figure out where we're going to put our control. And actually, besides where we're going to do that, I need to put in my my pistons. So we'll hop back down here again. Let me put my pistons in real fast, and then I'll meet you down there, and we'll figure out how we're going to do this. So we'll be right back. And actually, I'm glad I did this because I had forgotten all about this problem. Remember this problem? Water right on the back flowing into there, and it wouldn't come down here. So technically, I think we need to go up 1 higher on this wall. This water is going to be 1 block higher. Alrighty, well, that is easily done. Alright, so we've got our redstone rerun. Block is now up to the proper level. We'll head back down. We've got the waters at the correct level now. Oops. And we put in a block at the bottom, so when this block is picked up, it will... Can I reach up there? Okay. Yep, so when this block is picked up, it will release the water, and then we will be good to go. So now I just got to place all these pistons, and then we just got to then go to our control room, and then we'll set up how we're going to do that. So let me finish placing all these, and I will be right back. Alright, so all my pistons are set, and the interesting thing I've discovered as I was going through here is I miscounted. So these are not 64 wide, it's actually 65 wide. So, interesting. I guess 1 extra is not going to bug me as much as 1 too few would. That would be frustrating. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll power this. And there we go. Wow, delay. And what that should do is should put all the pistons down. Yep, so now they're all in place to attach to our blocks here. And as soon as we release the bricks, it will start moving downhill. So we'll do that real fast, and then we'll go see if there's any problems with our water. Oops. Did the same thing, but there we go. Now let's go take a peek. It should have a nice water flow heading down here. And, oh, there we go. That's why. Okay. You are not powered, but you should be. Is that the only one? Again, this is why we check these things. Make sure. Let me guess. Oh, and the one down here too. So we have two, and I bet you I just didn't run the redstone. So we'll head back up there and see if we can't fix that. Alright, that fixed it. Basically, it was just the issue of... that was where the grass block was, and so for some reason I didn't think to extend it past it. But we are good now on both of those. And apparently having the blocks above a water source, or no, having them flow over, one of the two, but somehow turn these all into mossy, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so now if we go back in here, we'll pop this again, and then we'll head down to the bottom and take a peek at the lower levels and make sure everything's good down there as well. But at the moment, should be a solid sheet of water heading down. There we go. And then of course at the moment it just kind of fills up in there. We will have water underneath these so that when this is all done, it'll then have water pushing it down over there. But we'll take a peek over here just to kind of see how things look in here. And then again to see where we want to hook up our switch. Here we can see that, yep, once it gets going, it's going to definitely send all of our items down here, so that is good. And then our control room in here. Let's see. Somewhere in here, since this is the entrance to go up there, maybe, well no, like right there. I think that would be a good spot for it. So we'll just stick it right there. That'll turn it on and off. I like that. Okay. And that's pretty much right in front of that. Okay. Cool. Well, I am going to go turn off the water. I'm going to put the two water sources over there so that when it shuts off, it can push all the items down. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got water going down the one side. I've also gone through and replaced everything with stone brick to kind of give it a more professional look. And then we got this one over here. Oops. So now they both have water taking them down to the collection point. And there we go. They hit that, and then they are taken down to be collected, with the exception of that spot right here. And hopefully when it's coming down, the water coming down will do something. I'll have to watch this. If it becomes a problem, I can do something with that piston like I was talking about. But right now, we have the piston set up to release the water. Collection area is now set up with our collection cauldrons to get all of our drops. So our next next part of this will be to wire up the controls. So let's see. Get some light down here so I don't have anything spawning on this. No, I don't want you coming across. Alright. Now, if I remember right, it's probably... Yep, this one right here. Good. That's what I was hoping. Alright, so if I flip you on... Can I reach you from in here? Probably not. Alright. Is anything going to follow me? Good. Okay, so we'll come up here. Now... I should just be able to stick you here. Yep, there we go. Good, good, good. Alright, that's all I needed to know. We'll put you back up there. Put you back here. Now it's just a matter of running redstone. Cool. Well, I'm going to run this over to where I've got the area over there, and then I'll meet you in a little bit. I think I may have created a cat farm too. Cat killer! Wait till you get a bunch of Acatera's going to come out here, harvest the wheat, and then just leave it empty waiting for The jungle cats just spawned so we can flip this on and drown them. Alright, so it's on right now. So if we head downstairs into our control room and flip the switch, and I think I'm going to put a redstone lamp there too to give me the light indication for on and off, since just the switch itself can be confusing at times. Alrighty, and wait for the water to subside. Yep, there it goes. And even though it looks like there's water up there, it really isn't. It's just the rendering distance, the view distance. It just doesn't, it isn't able to tell. But yes, so we are good. So now our next thing is, nice. Our next thing is to go now and we'll go ahead and hoe the grass, turn it into farmland, and we'll plant our first crop of wheat. We are ready to harvest. That and of course the glowstone lamp. I can do that right now too. So, all right, let me do those real quick, and I will be right back. All right, we are ready to go. I got between town and Shoe Dog came by and brought me some seeds, and then I went to town to get some more and collect it all. But I've got one double chest full, and then another stack there. So that, I'm pretty sure that's enough to do this entire thing. So now it's just a matter of getting all of the soil ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna need some more hoes. I couldn't even get one level done with one hoe. Wow. So I'll go through all the hoes I have here. When I have these two broke, I guess we'll go make some more. I may actually invest in a diamond hoe. I did not honestly think I would ever need a diamond hoe, but wow. That's what you get when you have a ginormous wheat farm. Alright, planting is done. Shoe Dog came by to give me a hand, so I went through and I did all the tilling of the soil. Went through 1.5 diamond hoes and about 5 iron hoes before I finally went to the diamond hoes. It was kind of ridiculous. But yes, so we've got it all planted. So soon it will be completed and we can do our harvest. Shoe came by to take advantage of my villagers to get some emeralds. And didn't get anything with them, just one of the emeralds. But I'm kind of opening up my my little village here to the server. Anyone that needs to come by and collect is more than welcome to come use my resources. You know, harvest the sugarcane, the wheat farm once it's fully grown, as long as you replant, and even shear some sheep and stuff. So, all right, we are good to go. We will let this all grow for a while. Probably like AFK here to get a full harvest, and then we'll see what we all get from it. Maybe I'll go while we're waiting for it. Go shear some wool, collect some sugarcane, you know, some of those other things. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Give me something to do while we wait for it all to fully grow, and then we will be back for that harvest. So see you guys in a few. All right, we are ready for a harvest. Oh wow, that looks so pretty. Shoe's on right now, and since he helped me plan everything, he was asking me if the wheat was ready for harvest yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him know, see if he wants to come out and watch this. And I am excited to see exactly how this turns out. So yeah, I will give him the heads up, and then we'll be right back. All right, here we are. Shoe Dog is here, so we'll go ahead and flip the switch. And we'll head on up and take a peek at it and watch as my frames start to drop. Right now I'm at 7, 6, 5, 6. So I'm hovering around that area. 3. And while it looks like it's just the one area, it's everything. It's just as it the view. But luckily here, all this will continue to go down, and as it goes down, it'll get pushed into our collection area, and then our frames will start to pick up as it all collects in a cauldron. So Not doing too bad. Not sure how far we got to go. Oops. 2 of them that ended up on the top so far. See how high we're getting up now. It's up to about here, so we got a few more rows yet. Curious to see if it, yeah, it just collects there at the moment until I turn it off so that the side water sources push it. It'll stay like there. Alrighty. So we just gotta wait for it to make its way down. Yep, we'll go over there and flip the switch now. And then that'll start pushing it all towards the collection. So we'll run down here. Most of the time I won't need to see it all. I can probably just hang out there for a while. Alrighty. So now we'll head back up. And that is our first wheat harvest. Alright, so kind of go a little bit over what happened with that harvest. I kind of had to stop recording because my wife got home right as we were doing that, so I basically ended up going to mute. But the items weren't coming down here. They were actually getting stuck right there underneath the water here. Something having to do with when the water came down. I think it created a source block here, or it caused it to come over here. Because you see right here it drops down, but since it was here, that became a standing source block right there. So all my items kind of stacked up right here on both sides, and I got hardly any of it. I was able to get in there and kind of with my inventory get all the ones on this side and put them in, but by the time I got that done, 5 minutes went by and all those despawned. So what I've decided, well actually it wasn't even me, Shoe Dog up there was suggested trapdoors. And at first I was kind of like, I didn't quite understand, not that I didn't understand, but I was like, I was a little iffy. But then I remembered in the Burpcraft mod, items can fall through trapdoors, but water doesn't. So technically the water should come down here, and because of this it should get stuck on top of here, but should allow the drops to go. I would have them all down one so it could drop down to catch, but unfortunately this level it would cut the water off if I did that. So this should work. So we're going to go ahead, and the added benefit of this too is because the water is not going to be dropping down, it'll continue to move all my items towards collection while it's collecting. So I don't have to wait till I actually turn the thing off. So it's going to actually speed up my frames quicker than the way I did before. So everything should be empty. Just wanted to make sure before we do this, get a full idea of this harvest, because it looks like it's completely harvest now. I mean, it's ripe. Ready for harvest. Alright, so we'll flip the switch. We're going to head up there, and I want to see how this works. I want to make sure, first off, that it does stop the water from getting down, and also that the items are still able to fall through. So it's kind of like a few different items we're testing out with this. Okay, good. The items, for the most part, are, except for this row here. So what I'll end up having to do is I'll have to manually pick the stuff up on this row, it looks like, and on all the way at the other end, which I can do that as we go. But it does look like over there that it's working as intended. So while I'm waiting for the rest of these to go down, and I'm sitting right now at 17 frames, so I'm already 19 frames. So this is definitely far and above how this worked out my first time using this. So I maybe trying to think, if I started this one block lower so I could have these all down there, then I wouldn't have to worry about collecting these ones that are kind of catching up here, because this is a kind of a flaw in the system. I do want it to be able to just function 100% autonomously. Flip the switch and it'll just automatically collect everything. But let's run onto the other side and let's grab some of the items that are collecting over there, because I know they are. The both sides are mirrored. But yeah, I think that's going to be my next thing, is to go through And it looks like we've gotten to the end here. So I'll go over here, collect the ones on the other side, and then we'll head over and turn it off. Alright, so here's what we got. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 9 is 45, 46, 47, 48. And we figured we were going to be around 49 stacks. So we did get a full harvest. Alrighty, so then now it's a matter of, oops, collecting all of our seeds. And I think we're going to get a ridiculous number of seeds out of this. Oh, that's right, I can't use the any of the inventory tricks on this because it, I don't believe, recognizes these cauldrons as a container. Yeah, this is gonna take a couple trips, but all right. Well, we're gonna call this successful. So all I need to do now is I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna have to tweak the height of that first part of this collection so that the trapdoors work a little bit better. And then we'll be able to flip the switch and do everything without even having to come up here until we replant. Speaking of replanting, I guess that's probably not a bad thing to do right now. But I want... who cares about numbers for seeds? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and replant, and then I'll tweak the... I have to go get something for that, the hoe. But I'll tweak the trapdoors, and hopefully everything will work, and then I'll show you that. So, alright, we'll be back. Alright, we have done a lot of work, and we're about ready for a harvest. So, we'll come over here and show you. We all now have one single row of trapdoors, one block below, and this works perfect. The water comes down, stops at the trapdoors, items fall through, and we got the water sorting system down there heading it towards our cauldrons. It ended up being easier to do than I thought. I just went 8 blocks instead of 7 for the drops and put a water source at each of the junctions, and that was enough to make up the extra room that I required. So yeah, right now this is perfectly functioning, and while we were at it we figured, why not? What's better than one giant wheat farm? One giant wheat farm with 2 floors. So yes, we now have 2 full floors. And with that, we're not quite ready to harvest yet, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go and take a peek at the newest addition to the Burpcraft server. We've installed a new mod, and I will meet you guys over at my temple entrance, and I'll go over what we got. Alright, we're back. Okay, so our newest mod on Burpcraft is the Iron Chest mod. And that basically is going to completely and utterly change how I've been doing my storage in all my different areas. Definitely it's going to take a bit of resources, but the advantage is going to be immense. I may, in like this place, leave this the way it is because I'm not using it a lot, and well, yeah, what would you say? I'll leave it that way. But so the gist of how this works is you can start off by creating the very first one, which is supposed to be the copper chest. And why are you not working? That should... well, maybe we just don't do copper. Well, let's try that. It's the fun part about when you try things out live. There we go. Okay, so we're not doing copper chest. We go straight to iron chest. Okay? So here's your iron chest. You know, I probably am going to need a bit more iron because I think everything has to start out at least with the iron. So I need to at least get 3 more. Let's see if I have enough to do 3 more. I should. I'm going to play more with stuff like this as I get later on into this. Okay. So there's the iron. Let's put these up. And then to upgrade the iron to the gold, I'm going to try both recipes. There's 2 recipes. There's the one recipe which completely surrounds the iron chest with gold, which I'm not sure Okay, yep, that's how it did it here. But there's another version where they substitute half of them for glass. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so we're using the hardcore recipes. And actually, for all these, I might as well just, like I did the last time, do the entire load, because each one of the next ones is going to require a gold chest. Alright, so there's a gold. Then the next one will be diamond. Oh wait, diamond. That's right. Diamond doesn't require that many diamonds, which is a good thing, because that could get expensive. Diamond does use the glass, right? Are you kidding me? It doesn't even use the gold, unless... See, I'm looking, I have my screen open and then another page there, and there's different recipes. There we go. So if you use the gold to get to diamond, it requires 2 diamond. If you use an iron to get to diamond, and it doesn't even use that recipe. Okay, well, there we go. So this is the only diamond recipe that works. So I will need to upgrade through the gold. Interesting. Okay, so that'll give us the diamond chests. So we got iron, gold, diamond, and then I'm pretty sure all it is, yep, there we go. And that gives us our crystal chest. Okay, and then in addition to that, there should be the ability to do upgrades. So let's try that out. I'm curious. Supposedly if we... Actually, yeah, that should be for upgrading from a regular chest to an iron chest. And that did not work. Okay. Oh wait, that's still copper, right? Oh, duh. Come on, let's try all. There we go. Alright, good. So there's an iron upgrade, which then means I need more gold. Okay. Gotcha. And the reason why these are important is sometimes you've already got chests placed with items inside, and you may not want to, yes, there we go. You may not want to actually take the things out. So normal to iron, iron to gold. So my guess is a gold in there surrounded by, let's take a peek. Okay. Diamonds. Try this again. Oh yeah, but what I was saying is, you may not necessarily want to have to tear it all apart, re-put all your stuff in, so you can use this to just upgrade it to the item it's going to be. And then, oh, well, that's good. To go to crystal, and again, crystal is just going from diamond to crystal. Takes obsidian. There we go. And then with that being the case, I'm going to need more. Okay, so then fine. Here we go. Iron. And the cool part is you can sit them next to each other. There's no rules at all now as far as placement and putting things next to each other. Do I have one more? Well, we need to make one more regular chest just for sample viewing. Okay, so obviously everyone's seen our standard chest. 3 down, 9 across. The iron chest is still, I believe, yep, 9 across, but we are now 6 down. So the iron chest is the same as a regular double chest. The gold, that's getting bigger. And then the diamond is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12 by 9, and I think this is 9 by 9, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And pretty much we're going to be going for diamond on everything. And the textures, by the way, on this, the textures for this, I'm using the faithful textures for the iron chest mod, so they are going to look different than the chests for most of the people on the server if you watch any of their videos. Now the crystal chest is the exact same size as the diamond chest, the only difference being, let's see, we'll just stick a few things in there. Okay, can't tell what's in there. Now, however, if we decide to go ahead and throw some items into our crystal chest, you can actually see the items. Interesting. Don't know if I'm actually going to make use of that or not, but again, like I said, it is cool. And of course, I think we can still use the, yep. So the inventory tweaks works in these as well, which is good. Now, our other reason for doing all this is, again, right now, these are not in the upgraded status. Let's get you over here to add to the group. Alright, there we go. So now we'll use our upgrades. So now we can basically walk right onto here, and actually if we throw a few things in here just to show that it's not going to make a difference, and it won't adjust anything either. So you kind of see how we are right here. We right click with this. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think I found a bug. Alright, so I may not be using the upgrades. Or I may try to do it without having anything in them. Let me get back into Minecraft and we'll take it. Okay, so interesting thing is it actually did upgrade it. Kept everything in the places it was supposed to go. But it definitely crashed my Minecraft. So, this one's empty. Well, let's see if having it empty will still cause it to crash. If it does, I just will have to destroy all the chests when I do these upgrades, which will, I guess, if that's how it happens, that's how it happens. It would be nice, but actually, what I'll first do is I'll talk to RenEvo and let him know, and he can look into the thing, because it could be there might be some issues with like maybe the Burpmod or something kind of conflicting, but they're good at finding those things and fixing the bugs. So anyway, empty iron with the upgrade, and that does work. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, let's try it again with stuff inside of it, and we'll go for the gold to the diamond. Nope, that worked. And then, of course, diamond to... So those all work just fine, but for some reason going from the standard chest to the iron chest crashed Minecraft. Which, unfortunately, that's kind of the one that I'll be doing the most of. Okay, alright, well. We definitely have some new fun stuff to play with. I'm going to be busy working on these and doing some, like I said, I'll probably leave this one alone. But some of my other places I will be doing some adjustments, especially like by the, in my village and over by the quarry, because I can now store a lot more items up on my perch where I've been doing all my TNT mining explosions and stuff like that. So anyway, that's it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is my last episode of the village. We're going to be heading back over to the cavern and the Minecraft ride and all that kind of fun stuff starting with the next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.